And today I am actually going to look at a Jeep Wrangler or Gladiator. Kelly, can I have a Gladiator?
No!
All right, so like I said, there's room in the driveway for more than a Bronco. And with your support, by smashing that subscribe button, it does help these things. But the driveway's kind of bare right now, just the old BMW. And let's go check out and see if find something fun. I think some of the biggest problems with the auto market right now is literally you can't actually get the raw materials. It's been kind of a mess of just like aluminum's hard to get right now. I know from talking to several manufacturers that it's just been a mess. And well, when it comes down to it, there's about to be a big shortage of vehicles. I mean, we're already seeing where GM and everybody has you know, there's a lot of vehicles. I know General Motors are reporting 8,000 vehicles sitting on the yard somewhere. I know Ford's got, I think it's double the amount of that, maybe even more, of vehicles that are just sitting everywhere. So it's creating a weird vacuum of if you want a new vehicle, you might not exactly get what you want right now because, well, they're getting hard to find. And dealers right now, dealer showrooms are they're just pilfered, and it's used car market right now. It's just nuts. So that's about what makes me think if the Bronco can't show up before, rumor got it, I may not even, I'm a day 3 and I may not get but I have to wait till 22 to get mine. So does that mean that for the channel's sake and just for having something fun to drive this summer, that we go get a Wrangler or something like that, and then you know, trade it in? Because I have a feeling right now, especially your hot vehicles like your pickup trucks, you know, the off-road vehicle like this, that they're gonna hold their value like we've never seen before. So let's go to this Dodge dealership in Jeep Dodge and see what they've got. All right, they've got some heavy duty trucks sitting in there, this and that, 1500s and such. But look, we're seeing like Scion. You would not see these Scions sitting in this dealership if it were not for where they're at right now for vehicles. Because I know my dealer, my local Ford dealerships called me and said, hey man, if you have anything you want to sell, bring it to us now. We're now they're still trying to buy it, you know, where they can mark them up a little bit. But look at what we have here. We got a lot of Gladiators, and well, looks like they sold my favorite Gladiator that was sitting there. And but let's look around and see what we got. All right, so hopefully you can hear me through the noise here, but Jeep Mojave, and Jeep especially learned real quick, somewhere around the 2000s, I don't know, their marketing or whoever decided that they had to have some exciting colors. They started going away from the boring colors. And look at the Fox suspension on this thing. This thing is just a Rubicon package with a lot beefier knuckles, just made for more desert running. Great color in this thing. Let's look at the bed. Bed lined. Like I said, it's like a Rubicon model on steroids a little bit. But the thing that kills like my family with this thing is that bed. It's just about a foot too long, and I know they wanted to get that over 5 foot bed in this thing, but it just, I mean, even breakover angles and departure angles and all that just kills it. But this blue is super pretty. Right now, the Gladiators we're seeing, definitely you can get a deal on these, I think, because obviously they're not as a hot selling vehicle as say the Wrangler. But there's deals to be had on these things. I've seen up to $4,000 to $5,000 off on these things, and it makes it very tempting. But the problem with my plan is, what makes it real tempting also kind of is going to hurt resale value when I want to get rid of this thing. So that's part of my concern is, do I get one with $4,000 to $5,000 off, and then when I go to trade it in, I'm well, I owe $4,000 to $5,000 on trade-in. Now, here's the Willys Edition. This green is freaking amazing. The only thing I do not like about it is the white wall tires sticking out of that. I'm not a white wall guy. I don't want the lettering out like that. I shouldn't say white walls, I guess, but the white lettering out on this thing. But I love it, all the throwback nods to it, the 4-wheel drive stickers. This green, once again, is really, really cool. I love how they've done Willys Edition on it. Very subtle on the inside. I wish I could get in this to show you guys. But would this be a contender for you in your driveway? I think I would like a Rubicon if I were going to do a Wrangler, but you know, you never know. Let's see what else is out here. Now, this is what I'm talking about, the Rubicon package, man. And I love how they've went to this black lettering. with the red outline, man. It looks super aggressive, and it's something that other companies, you know, kind of need to pick up on. I've seen the Chevy Blazer has done that a little bit, where they're starting to use kind of this red outline a bit with their lettering. It looks really, really cool. The thing that I love about Rubicon is, and it's hard to see what this reflection is, they keep the dash looking exciting. It's nothing boring. Obviously, this one's got the KO2s on it. It's a black vehicle though, but I've had several black vehicles recently, and they just show scratches like crazy. And I would actually off-road this thing. It wouldn't be just a street queen, but I'm curious about this one. It's definitely on my to-do list, but they making a maroon version of this thing that is freaking amazing. Here is what model is this one? Let's see. It's Unlimited Sport, so it's kind of a basic, but it's the unlimited model. Not bad. I don't really care for the stickering on this thing. I'm not much on stickering on many of these as is, so that doesn't appeal to me, though I'm sure it does appeal to some. Looks like you're getting nice cloth seats in this thing, pretty blacked out trim on the inside. Not bad. You're getting some nice Bridgestone tires on this thing. That bright red looks great, but I wish they had that maroon. I forget what they call the color. It's just freaking amazing. All right, I guess I should call this Gladiator Row maybe. Well, there's a couple Wranglers mixed in here, but this looks to be Gladiator Row. This is pretty crazy, but I think why we're seeing so many Gladiators right now is because they can actually get these pretty readily available. You know, once again, it's not as popular as the Wrangler, even though it's basically they're pretty spec 2 Wrangler, except for you're getting that big bed in the back of them. That Willys right there, that would be on my list. I like that. Once again, I'd have to have them tires flipped, but I love a cool white and kind of stormtrooper looked vehicle like that. The Mojave, definitely, once again, this is like, you know, we've talked about it. This is like a tripped out Rubicon on steroids as far as like the beefier knuckles and all that. I love on the Rubicons, is this a diesel? This might be a diesel. I'd have to see the tail on it. But yeah, I bet it is the diesel. That's why it's got the beefier hood on the thing. But diesel, would diesel be an option? Would you guys like to see a diesel on the channel? Definitely digging this Mojave. Definitely. The sticker's up on the window there. I'll see if I can get a shot of it. But diesel would be fun because I could do a year review on this thing and probably wouldn't monkey with it too much. Maybe add just a small lift to it. But other than that, just the durability of a diesel in these, because I know a lot of people love the diesel in their Rubicons and stuff like that. So, all right, so on this Willys, you're getting, it looks to be, what is it, a 255, 75, 17. And on the Mojave, you are getting, where was it, a 295, 70, 17. You can just see the size difference in the tires. But once again, the white with the black accents looks so good. But the Mojave diesel definitely would be a contender, even though I think that's probably out of my price range. I'm guessing 60 grand on that one there. But something like this, let's see if we can see the price on this thing here. We got $51,000 on this Willys 4-wheel drive, and take a look on the inside. Kind of hard to see once again, but you're getting cloth seats. You know, it's a no thrills. It's a nice vehicle. But the biggest thing, what you are getting is, look at that tonneau cover. That's pretty nice. You're getting that, it must be a Willys package. I don't know much about the Willys packages right now, but I will. If you guys are interested in something like this for the channel, don't get me wrong, guys. Just because I'm looking at Jeeps today doesn't mean, do not think that the Bronco is not coming to the channel, because the Bronco is coming to the channel. It's just how quickly can I get one? Looks like the old dealership's lifting them, man, and that's not a bad combination there. Once again, I'm not big on the stickers, but look, you get a big heavy-duty aftermarket bumper. What size tires are they putting on these things? Where are we at? 35. So they're putting a 35-inch tire on this thing with these fuel wheels. Looks freaking great. Once again, here is a throwback. This is probably, yeah, it's a Willys that they've done a lift to. Looks like I bet once again they've put 35s on this one. Let's see. Yep, 35s on this one. Looks like with a small lift. I know you can fit 35s under these things from the factory with no problem. But but what do they want for a basic lifted Jeep like this? Ooh, I think the Ram right now, I think the Ram is one of the best looking full-size trucks out there. I really do. And this one lifted, oh, look at this thing, guys. Would this make the channel's list for a year? That is beefy, except the fact that I would never off-road this thing, but it damn sure looks really, really cool, like you would want to off-road it. But that is a badass truck. All right, so there you have it. Do I throw a Wrangler in the driveway till the Bronco gets here? Who knows, man? Like I said, I've got room for both of them right now if I needed to. I don't like having a lot of car payment, but you know, I do it for you guys. I do it for the channel. Once again, this dealership, they normally have, I bet they probably keep 40 Wranglers at all times, and I'm only seeing maybe 8, 9 Wranglers at the moment. A lot of Gladiators. Once again, the Gladiator obviously is not as popular as the Wrangler, even though it's just as capable and the interior of it is basically the same thing. So where do you stand? Do we add something, one of these vehicles that I've talked about in here to the channel, or do we go to the Chevrolet dealership? Let me know in the comments below. From all things two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, does not matter what you drive because we love them all. This has been your All Terrain Nation, and I'm your host, David Boyd. Peace, everybody. Love y'all.